All right. A little something special for the WGGGMBUCC. It's a lyrical sculpture in the sand that I carve. This is Flash on the mic, now on the Algarve. From 40 to 60, we are on the attack. If I can just get some vitamin I from my back. Foot on the line, yeah, I'm ready to go. Or did I just pull a muscle? Hold on for a moment. Play it cool, just act like I'm young. Got flicks on my wrist and lyrics on my tongue. 10 more years left to go. Tricks from the past and a buttery flow. A little slow off the start, I like to call my speed brisk. The sunshine glints off my slow-moving disc. You know how it goes with the sand between my toes. I got none of the pivots, but all the throws. Yeah, I got some dodgy knees. Disc in my hand and the sun in the sky. My dad bod goes jiggle and my hucks they fly. The spirits are rising like a disc on the breeze, going miles out of bounds to the Portuguese seas. I played a point, yeah, I need a sub and a good long soak in an XL tub. Don't need to run anymore, I'm one of 14 handlers. Happy Gilmore this disc like we're all Adam Sandlers. I'm slow off the start, I like to call it brisk. The sunshine glints on my slow-moving disc. You know how it goes with the sand between my toes. We got none of the pivots, but all the throws. Alright, let's finish this off. My 6'2" still works in the bar. I can see from miles. Got drinks on my radar. Portimão party is the place we flee for the friends we see in these great memories. Yeah, I feel the spirit as I pull every sinew. Shatter my knees, yet we're gonna continue. Take this hand, better yet carry me from the beach to the bar, better yet to the sea. I'm slow off the start, I like to call my speed brisk. The sunshine glints off my slow-moving disc. You know how it goes with the sand between our toes. We got none of the pivots, but all of the throws.
Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the World's Great Grand Masters Beach Ultimate Club Championships. I'm Amelia Durbin, joined by Stefan Rapazzo in the booth, and welcome to this final round of Power Pools. We have Chicken Packs from America versus Rainbow Warriors. As you see us waving down at the camera, nice to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. We are underway on the field with Rainbow Warriors starting on offense. Chicken Packs in the dark. Rainbow Warriors in that beautiful blue kit with the rainbow slash across the middle.
They look good.
As we see, disc is moving downfield. High disc goes up to the receiver, and that's a goal. Anger guard with the assist. Straight down to the receiver.
Angagod picking up right where he left off last year when I saw him, just throwing absolute fire, opening up the backhand there. This shot is phenomenal. The outside in shape on it, zero hesitation, and right on the money in the back corner, exposing the defense. Great opening point for the Swedes. And how Swede they look in their rainbow jerseys. As we have a look at one of the most unique sights on this beach. It's such a beautiful beach, but what the heck is that, Derbs?
That, my friends, is seaweed. Earlier this week at the World Championships, we had an influx of seaweed coming onto the beaches, and now they're gathering it up, and maybe later we can show you the humongous pile of seaweed that they have created. But for now, let's focus on Chicken Packs' offense. Off they go, high release, straight down, fakes the flick, but doesn't take it. They're now centered just outside their end zone, fakes the dad backhand, doesn't take it. Chicken Packs having some problems, but a flick goes up deep, waves the hands, and I think that's good. That is a goal for Chicken Packs. Middlebrook with the deep strike and the goal.
Yeah, Middlebrook backpedaled his way in very well. This is a team, I'm pretty sure they were called Rundown last year, and they were in the final. Middlebrook looks like a 1930s saloon swinging, pistols twirling cowboy with that handlebar mustache. He's a bad mamma jamma, and he's got himself in for a goal already. Yes. Top matchup here, Derbs. Quickly looking at what they're doing in this pool. And it's a tough pool. Rainbow Warriors just lost on Universe Point to Sunset Crew, a Swiss team. Chicken Packs played their first game against in this pool. They lost. They won by 1 point against Sunset Crew, and then beat Old Friends by 4. This is a tough pool. I mean, wins by 1 point against common opponent. Win and loss by 1 point against a common opponent. This should be an absolute banger.
I think you're right. I think this is going to be a close game all through, as we see the Chicken Packs pool landing deep into the Rainbow Warriors end zone. They managed to get it out and move downfield, but there's not a deep option yet. Probably going to need to go backfield, and they take it. Resetting, lateral cut. Ensmeyer with the disc, bit stuck, spinning around, doesn't have an option. Defender from Chicken Packs on the floor, straight into the hands, unfortunately, of a Chicken Packs defender. Chicken Packs now. Stewart with the disc, leaning infield. Fantastic layout D attempt. Appleyard, what a last name, with the disc. Back to Stewart. No one free yet. Back to Appleyard. Fakes the backhand. Bit of a messy end zone from Chicken Packs. Not a lot of movement, but they find a relief valve in cash-in, and there is the goal. A break for Chicken Packs. Just as we were saying, it was going to be a good, clean game. Rainbow Warriors are broken.
Yeah,
2-1.
Broken indeed, but I have no doubt that the Rainbow Warriors won't be able to find a break of their own. They are a hard-hitting team. They, of course, been together for years and years, getting it all done. But this time, their offense flounders, and it is the Chicken Packs. Interesting name. I have not got right to the bottom of the meaning of what Chicken Packs is all about. But they do get a goal. Joe Stewart, the goal scorer in the end. The 54-year-old from Mill Valley, living in Forest Knolls. Does a little bit of science teaching, and love to the Stewart and Walker families back home from him.
That's nice. We see Chicken Packs a bit slow to the line here. The Rainbow Warriors have been out for a fair couple of seconds. Chicken Packs maybe a bit of confusion as to who is going to be out there. I really do like the Chicken Packs kit, though. Up just below the X, there's some little chicken feet. Very sweet. Maybe we can get a slightly closer look at it later. Chicken Packs must be something to do with chickens, I assume. Spelling the obvious out there.
The chicken pox. We know what chicken pox is.
We do know chicken pox. Rainbow Warriors high disc, but Vielberg able to hold on to it. Throws the backhand downfield to another Weberg. Eriksson with the disc. Through the middle. Rainbow Warriors moving at disc with pace. A little bit of a double team. Io flick. Can they chase it down? Oh, they cannot, unfortunately. Just sat and cruised out to the back of the end zone. A slap in the hand of frustration.
Yeah, too much on that. Fired it out the back. The wind is swirled all day long. Not necessarily a downwind throw. It's still kind of a crosswind. But fighting to figure out what that wind is really what the problems have been with the poorly calibrated shots as that one sails out. And now another early chance for a break for the Chicken Packs.
Off to the races immediately. Really using quite a lot of the space, resetting center field. Holstering, looking for something in that isolation space. Kind of did just look downfield a little bit too long. Rainbow Warriors with the disc back in hand, pointing to where they want it. Throws the scuba, and the scuba's good. That's a goal. Spielberg on the knees for the kind of half layout score.
It's great sticky right hand. I mean, the body kind of, you're right, a half layout kind of fell to the ground, but the right arm really whipped out to get to full extension to get that. Albin Wiberg, the 51-year-old from Malmö. I hope I say these Swedish words right, but I'm putting them as much Nordic intonation into them as I possibly could.
Yeah, Eriksson with that fantastic scuba, giving the fans at home what they want. We love a bit of spice in these games. Beach similar to indoors in a way. Sometimes it's fun to see a little bit of excitement, and that is a fantastically weighted scuba. Maybe helixed slightly the wrong way, but Viewberg, absolutely no issue there. So Chicken Packs threw away their opportunity to break, and now they are trying to get a break back themselves after being broken in that third point. It's 2-2 here.
Albin Viberg is, as with many of these Swedes, part of the Skogs club team that was the team in Europe really prior to Clapham, when Sweden was at the strongest at the top of the heap in open ultimate. Skogs were a multi-time European champion, and a lot of these names were part of that outfit.
That's a great little fact there. I had heard of Skogs before but didn't know where they'd come from, so now I know. Shout out to you. Been a while since Clapham have been given a truly run for their money, so maybe the new generation of Skogs, the sons and daughters of these teams, could come and push them even further. As we see Chicken Packs on the disc in that brick mark space. A little bit of a foul on the mark. I think it's an uncontested foul there. Noonan going low, but...
Yeah, Noonan kind of threw the mark there. He did choose to go for that, so foul accepted, but a little bit offense aggressivity.
Yeah, definitely. Something to talk about when we have a bit of a break is the way that players on beach kind of fake and pivot, but we see now Chicken Packs being pushed backwards by this fantastic Rainbow Warriors defense, and a foot block. A foot block for Rainbow Warriors. Access denied. You will not throw it there. What a bit of defensive pressure.
Kicks the door down.
It's Nicolas Wren with the foot block.
Nice chance to break now, Derbs.
A very nice chance to break. Slow to pick up the disc, just taking their time, surveying the downfield. Big infield pivot and just throws away the opportunity. It was good, but just a little bit too much sauce. Chicken Packs now off to the races. Big throw goes up. It's being chased down, but it's too far. See Elliot just kind of almost accept that that disc was gone and stop chasing it down. Saving the legs is important. I think sometimes it's good to chase a disc down all the way, but if you know it's gone, it's better to kind of let it sit there and hit the ground.
Yeah, and that was a case of no chance for Matt Elliott. Throw had too much on it. So second chance, I'm also looking at these flags from right to left. Like on the left-hand side of the bleachers, they're pushing straight downwind. On the right-hand side, they're pushing straight crosswind. Like there's a difference in wind from one side of the stadium to the other.
Yeah, we had it similarly last week when we were playing at the World Beach Club Ultimate Championships, and here it's a similar story of just the wind being a bit confusing, and we see a turnover right in the end zone. Chicken Packs back on the disc, kind of reset backwards and just fell out the hands of the receiver.
Huge opportunity.
See some good end zone discipline from Chicken Packs, throws through the mark again, and that's a goal. A goal for Chicken Packs.
Yeah, Noonan, a renowned pure handler, pure thrower, gets around the mark, can find a way around under, can find a way around with a high release. And there, Appleyard available for the goal.
Absolutely. One thing I just wanted to make a discussion point with you, Steph, is these players playing from a slightly different generation, and the way that they fake is kind of turn around backwards on the mark. Whereas in kind of modern day Frisbee, that is almost deemed as something that you shouldn't do. I'd be interested to kind of see the records of when that was starting to be phased out, because it feels like you draw quite a lot of fouls when you're spinning around.
When you spin through the mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good, I would love to know, but you're right. It is something that players fake less with their pivots now, full stop. They kind of fake in a set pivot, and then they throw off of their pivots a lot more than throwing into a pivot fake. And again, for the reason of the contact, all the stoppages, surely offensive efficiency, the reasoning for it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see difference in style as we see Rainbow Warriors now showcasing some of their style. The line strike isn't taken, and there's the spin move we were just talking about. High disc and blocked. No foul being called there. Chicken Packs just had the advantage. Quick start, disc is picked up and distributed, unfortunately slowly, probably slower than they want. Chicken Packs throws through the middle and finds someone. Onto their knees now. And a high disc goes. Oh, and a fantastic up by Kevin Lee, but just out the hands. A little bit of frustration. I don't necessarily think that was their fault. The disc was high and they did everything they could to keep a hand on it. As you see it again here, Blady flick gets really high, especially off the sand. Disc is trailing away from him. Rainbow Warriors now, off they go. Beautiful slicing IO to that far sideline, dishing it back. Gwen with the disc, distributes. Holding that pivot style now with Wielberg. Upfield. Blom with the disc. End zone cutting a little bit stagnant. There's the line strike. That's the goal. Rainbow Warriors take that point. It's 3-3, but just a hold for the Rainbow Warriors side.
Just a hold. Stefan Angegaard with the goal. Busting up line. The pure handler from Örebro. KFUM. He was the coach indoors, and when that team went to the finals and then got humbled, or semifinals before they got humbled by the Mooncatchers. But yeah, his plays Jonathan and Alva, his son and daughter, both play and moving up in the ranks, very high level players. And he started playing because his wife was already playing, so I guess there was, you know, I wonder if they were actually married by the time she was already playing, or if there was a pretty young lady playing and that got him, ooh, I should go do what she's doing. And then found himself a wife in doing it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to the bottom of that later.
One thing Frisbee is good for is connecting people. I know lots of my friends met their partners playing Frisbee, so it's a nice play. It's a nice way to meet people, put yourself out there. Chicken Packs, though, hoping to put themselves out onto the pitch and showcase some excellent offense as we see the slow and steady walk of Naunen into the middle of the field by the brick mark. The 66 shirt of Wang there kind of showing where it is for his teammates. Very helpful. There's a beautiful backhand break and another one. What an offensive put there from Chicken Packs. The power of the break side is so high on Beach, and Matt Elliott striking deep. I believe it was Krutzinger throwing him the disc, and what a goal.
Yeah, beautiful finish for Chicken Packs. As mentioned, just some incredible throwing. That Daryl Naunen break again is bang on. That's Curtis Manning with the goal. The 49-year-old from San Jose. A Colorado kid who did it for Mama Bird back in Boulder.
That's Jimmy Mickles' old team, I believe.
Indeed it is. Probably a touch before Jimmy.
Only a touch.
And then went on to play Johnny Bravo. So now doing it here with Chicken Packs. But more than anything, still doing it, Curtis Manning. Well done.
Rainbow Warriors now. Good to field the pull. Angegaard distributes beautifully. Layout D attempt, but not enough. Wiberg into the hands of Force. Beautiful down the line throw there, sitting it out. End zone isolation. Can't find a play. I think there's been a stoppage.
Great up the line play from Rainbow when they're on O. They really do attack the up line, the old school Berkeley cut with the swing back option. If it's not there, come back the same way. or continue clear, but they seem to honor those up lines very steadily.
Upline Frisbee often just capitalizing on the ability to kind of get ahead of your defender. Stopping an upline strike, you have to make a choice as to whether you stop them going backfield or down the line. Sometimes if you catch a defender sleeping, you can do both. But we have Blom on the disc after that call. Unsure what it was. A distinct lack of hand signals, if I do say so myself. But we are tapped in. Moves the disc quickly. And there is the goal. I believe that's Force throwing it into the open hands of Viberg, whose name we've said a few times now.
Was there is two Vibergs, Josef and Kala. So two Vibergs out there. So that's why there might be some over Viberging from the commentary booth.
Never enough Viberging.
Viberg hits the knees there. That is... now there's three Vibergs. Albin, Josef, Kalle. Well, now it's very clear why we're saying Viberg a lot, Derbs.
Now, do we think they're related?
They got to be brothers.
No
We're getting
mention.
answers in the chat, to be honest.
Seaweed pile.
There is the seaweed pile. The invasive seaweed that's coming in with all the tourist ships.
Yeah.
They don't want it. 3 or 4 years ago even, I think I was told that this seaweed was not in the bay. And now they're pulling out this much seaweed. You could build a hotel with that much.
You could see from that clip, that is a big machine, and that pile of seaweed is even bigger.
Unbelievable.
Chicken Packs now, it's 4-4. Chicken Packs with the upper hand. Off they go, sweeping fakes the lefty, takes the flick instead. Chicken Packs stuck in their end zone. They've now about a foot out of it. Callahan country cleared. Beautiful lateral movement now. A swoopy over the head fake that we have seen a few times this weekend. Beautiful backhand. Naunen, as we know, an expert at that. Cashin with the disc, goes up, toes, fancy feet, but just can't hold it.
Grant can't quite cash in with that throw, but he does more often than not.
Yeah, Cashin there had to do a lot to keep that in bounds. Makes the bid, but comes out the hands. Feet stay in, but disc drops out. That's unfortunate there. But as we say, you should probably never be putting your receiver in a position where they have to make a play like that, so maybe a bit of a mis-execution.
Every phenomenal throw, or every phenomenal catch comes on the heels of a mediocre throw.
Exactly. And us mediocre throwers, we're just there to make the good players look good.
Yeah. Hey, how about I throw it not imperfectly so you can look good?
Rainbow Warriors now with their chance to break back. There's only been one break in this game that came in the third point, 2-1. But Rainbow Warriors similarly trapped into their own end zone. Now they're about to meter out. They move the disc quickly onto the knees. Goes Ensmeyer down into the hands of Gindgaard. Faking deep, moving laterally, dishing off. No continuation. There's the lateral cut. But it's a turnover. I think I must have blinked. I missed something. The disc is on the floor. Chicken Packs have it to hold possession.
Yeah, just a missed throw there.
Deep strike goes. Doesn't want it. There's the slash. Fakes the break. Needs to take it. They do. Cash in. And there's a turn again, just out the hands. Teams losing a little bit of concentration here. The turns are mounting. We've had 20 passes, 3 turnovers, so quite a lot of catching and throwing, but not a lot of goals. Rainbow Warriors now with the chance to break. Downfield, well handled, dishes off. Fakes the big, doesn't take it, goes back. Kindgren with the disc now, throws it away. Downfield, back to Kindgren. Handguard with the disc now. Doesn't want that flick, pointing deep, lofts one over, there it is, there's the break. And that is a break score. Chicken Pack's gonna be a bit frustrated there, but Kindgren with the high take down to the knees.
Yeah, big one there, lead taker, first break of the game for the Swedes. Angegård with the second assist to go with the goal. Really heating up. That was an absolute spike blade. That thing came in vertical. Strong hands by Kindgren to ensure the catch. It was, you know, it led him to falling down, but it was a very accurate throw. Just had to make sure when they come in hot like that. And Rikard Kindgren does exactly that.
With that break, we are back on serve. So Rainbow Warriors have the advantage, 5-4. This is a close pool game, as Steph and I referenced earlier, and it's also close with Old Friends and Sunset Crew also trading out 4-4, potentially looking like there could be a tie in this pool, which would then mean a decision would need to be made as to who would go where.
I'm not saying that this is necessarily the pool that the champion will come from, but I feel like this is the strongest of the power pools right now. It has the most parity. Like, they are all very good, and they are all beating each other and very, very even with one another.
A bit of a mess, I believe you would say. But Chicken Pack's now hoping to slot one in so they can send back out their D-line. Fakes the big huck, doesn't take it. There's a free player in the middle. The deep strike goes, doesn't receive it. There's the lateral slice. There's two of them there. Continuation deep can come. Cashin was streaking deep there, but they didn't want to throw it to her. Instead, they go down the line, and there's the gold. There's the gold. Krutzinger with the goal. Hug there.
I mean, Boulder, Colorado. It's near Golden, Colorado. That's where Krutzinger comes from.
That's what I meant.
That catch was gold.
That catch was gold.
Wasn't it, Derbs?
So gold.
Totes golds.
Totes golds.
30 years of playing experience for Jana Krutzinger. And did it for University of California, Santa Cruz. I'm pretty sure their college team are called the Slugs.
Oh, I love that. I love some slug kit.
But also national experience with Hijinks, Worlds in Ireland, Molly Blue, which must be the Masters team of Molly Brown.
Ah.
And she's heading to Worlds in Irvine, California this year. Just that'll be very soon after this tournament.
Oh, well, best of luck. That's exciting. Chicken Pack's out on the line. See the 11 shirt of Nacious there. And the pull from Elliott goes up. Rainbow Warriors with the advantage. That's a lovely pull, giving the opportunity for the Chicken Pack's defense to set up immediately. They're going very, very tight on the handlers, probably trying to shut it down. Very free player in the number 5 shirt of Viberg over here, but stoppage.
They get a little chicken on the back of their jerseys too.
It's nice. I like the Chicken Pack's jersey. Down the line, there it is. That's obviously what they're trying to do by going tight on the handlers, but clearly it's blown there. Viberg so free in the deep space. It's a 1v1, a layout D goes, and it's a goal. Viberg just hangs onto it, even with the defensive pressure of Elliott.
Does do a very good job to hang on to that one. And the defense was tight. But Viberg can't be stopped. A very, very dynamic deep cutter. Able to really, I mean, just hold that deep space. Manning's pursuit was good. Good closing speed, good finishing layout. Viberg just held his space really, really well and ensured that one saw it in with 2 hands.
Yeah, Viberg, a big name on this team. Already 3 goals to their name. That is a fantastic, fantastic showing, considering they've only got 6.
Yeah. And you look in the assist column, 3 of those assists from Stefan Angegård.
You could call him a god. But Chicken Pack's now fakes the big backhand huck, doesn't get it. Clinching was slicing laterally but chose to throw downfield. They're really threatening these hucks. Every fake is kind of offering it as an option, but then if it's not going, they're okay to holster. Middlebrook on the disc. Noonan with the disc now, goes downfield to Isles. Clinching with the disc, fakes the loft. There's the lofty backhand. I thought it was coming. And Isles with the goal. That's 6-6. Rainbow Warriors, Chicken Packs. We're trading out nicely here, Steph.
Yeah, very much so. Good sight there. Middlebrook had a great cut up the line. I thought, I was surprised it wasn't honored at first as they get towards the end zone. This next throw, Middlebrook really does get this separation. I'm surprised that throw didn't go, but then loved the look back, the high release, floats it over to Isles. And nice tying goal. Rainbow Warriors still in the driver's seat. I'm noticing the back of these Packs jerseys all have something that goes with chicken.
Spring
chicken. I saw nugget, chicken nugget.
Oh, I like that. What else could you have?
There's a whole
Soup?
bunch. Yeah, let's keep our eye on it. We'll follow along some of these chicken puns. I mean, pot pie would be a good one.
Oh, that would be a nice one.
I saw Boom Boom Chicken. I don't know what that is, but I saw Boom Boom on the back of a jersey.
You sure it wasn't Bang Bang Chicken?
Bang Bang. No, I saw Boom Boom.
Okay. Maybe it's both.
Maybe it's a play on Bang Bang.
Rainbow Warriors now off to the races. We saw Viberg distributing then, and now going deep. Maybe they're going to get their fourth goal. Fakes the down the line. There it is. Hunger Guard with the disc. We've said their name a lot. High disc going up. What a take! Fours with the goal, with the defensive pressure. These Rainbow Warriors players are really able to hang on to things.
Yeah, I mean, Jonas Forss, one of the youngsters out there, 48, a mere 48 years old, at the cutoff age, really. So fours out there to do the running, to do the upfield work, and getting that done, very much so. Beautiful use of space again.
Yeah,
and just a nice up, taking it at the top with defense coming.
And that does take us to half-time. Worth noticing about Forss. Steph and I earlier this year commentated at the U17 European Championships, and Jonas Forss' son Linus plays for that team, so we must have commentated them.
We get every generation. All of you generations out there, from youth to great grand masters. One easy thing you can do to honor us back for filming your generations is hit that like button. Go on, subscribe to the little bell there. Get your notifications when we go live. And check out Patreon, ULTI.TV, or Patreon/ULTI.TV. And if you like what we're doing, feel free to give and help us out.
As Chicken Packs now off to the races. Clinching distributes the disc downfield. They're moving the disc quickly now. Cash in. Can they cash in on the assist? They can't. Noonan with those well-oiled brakes just throws the open gainer downfield. Fakes the backhand, looking for an option down to Noonan. Ooh, fakes the high release backhand. Instead distributes the dad backhand. Cash in with the disc. Looking for Noonan, finds him. There it is, a little 1-2 between Noonan and Cashin, and they cash in the goal. It's 7-7 here in this pool game. Rainbow Warriors now back on serve after coming out of the half. Steph, what do you think needs to happen between these two teams for one of them to put their foot on the gas and take it away?
I mean, generally speaking, score more goals than the other. No, let's be serious here. It's a tough one to see. We're splitting hairs here. Both these teams playing really well, very tidy, only one break each. And if you look down the last, since 5-4, we've had 0 turns. You know, what are they going to do to slow down these offenses that are working hard? I think the later you go in this game, the more likely that fatigue will get in. I think You know, they both have good depth on their lines. I think using the entirety of their roster is probably in their best interest, particularly defensively, getting some fresh legs out there. And as the game gets to the pointy end, maybe then tighten it up, get your best players out playing defense. But it is these offenses are both moving very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see a chance with the Rainbow Warriors O-line now. They've been very, very clean. And they're clean again now. Angergaard with the disc. So good at just distributing the disc downfield to Wiberg, who we've mentioned finds a release valve in fours, who we were just talking about. Throws back to Wiberg. Not sure if that's being called in. Some say up, some say no.
It's a tough one there. I mean, Kevin Lee was in that space, and they led a chisel leading pass upline chiseler to Wiberg right into him. So I think it's the right call to say, no, you can't. It's like a force in. He fouled his way in. I think his foot landed cleanly, but he hit him.
Yeah, I can understand why that conversation is happening. We can see it again in the replay here. Wiberg strikes from behind. Yeah, I think potentially that's the right call there.
It's a tough one because Kevin Lee was also, there it is.
There is the goal.
Goal's a goal, and I think they were going to get it anyway. Kevin Lee did come off of the throwing mark to play help defense in coverage, so he was very much moving and shifting. You know, he was there first though, so it was that's a gray area there. But I think that was the right call for it to at least be going back there.
Agreed. That's why I think it's also great in our sport that you can contest things if it is feeling like you're not too sure. The fact that it can go back and you almost get an opportunity to replay it is, in my opinion, fantastic. Does it give the offense the advantage? Probably. But do offense have the advantage in most sports and in most points? Probably. So it's not necessarily the end of the world. As we see Rainbow Warriors 8-7 up. I believe we haven't had any timeouts yet, Steph. So it's going to be interesting to see when they start coming.
And we are now 6 clean holds in a row since the last break.
Yeah. 10 minutes on the clock before soft cap.
I'm really loving Nounen's work, how he's quarterbacking this offense. Let's see if he keeps his stop-starts as he has been in the last few.
Absolutely. Throws center field. High disc. What a take there. Back into the middle now. Swinging laterally to the Naunen. High disc. Is the fancy feet needed? It's not. It's accurate. There's cash in. Can't cash in. Disc on the floor. Isles was there, but the defender stepped in. Ensmeyer, just access denied, making sure of the overthrow. Rainbow Warriors now, break opportunity, quite rare in this game, only 2 breaks. Kindgren with the disc. Oh, goes down, what a grab! Ensmeyer, take a bow, one-handed as well. Taking the break option now, finds the 21 shirt of Wiberg. Back to Ensmeyer, having a stellar point. Beautiful gainer to Kindgren. Wiberg, high disc, high huck. Can it be caught? It can't. Just a little bit too far and no effort needed, really.
2 turns at the point now, so we've had 6 in a row, blemish-free, and Rainbow Warriors got that chance, but they've given it back. It will be Pax that'll have to play tired now with the whole field. Can they get the other way, or will we see more turns in this one?
Chicken Pax roly-polying to the floor. Down the line, strike is good. They're doing so good at just leading the receiver with these really catchable discs. High one goes, smacked away, but nobody there. Defensive effort all the same from Wiberg. Sometimes you got to make sure. Never know what's going to happen. I'm expecting to see a timeout. If Rainbow Warriors can progress it maybe 1/3 up the field, I would expect them to be taking a timeout here. Probably a little bit dangerous from where it is at the moment, but it's been a long point now.
Yeah, keep it in the middle and get at least past your own brick mark. And I wouldn't mind an in-play timeout at this stage with what's at stake for another break right now.
Absolutely. Fakes the IO. Instead, gets the lateral swing, goes straight back. Fakes the big, doesn't take it. No release valve. Chicken Pack's doing a really good job of shutdown defense. Finds the middle throw. Viberg distributes to Kindgren. Picks in the middle. A bit of a cluster. See the conversation happening. See the disc threatening to be tapped in by Kindgren. Violation, but nobody really cares. There's the D. A lapse in concentration. Naunen distributes one of those all-famous backhands to cash in. High disc. There's the goal. Middlebrook with the catch. Cash in with the assist, and that is 8-8. A break chance scuppered for Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah, evaded disaster for Pax and squandered opportunity for Rainbow Warriors. Jim Middlebrook pops another on the board. The landscape contractor living in Koloa, Hawaii, man.
Ooh.
I'd imagine he's got to get waves. He looks like the type.
Waves and sand.
Yeah. Shout out to Awana, his lovely wife, Lori, and two awesome kids, Dodger and Molly. Wonder if he's a Los Angeles Dodgers fan. They're a game away from going to the World Series right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Baseball.
Baseball. Good knowledge. I'm learning so much here at these championships, potentially showing my youthful age. Maybe I don't know much about anything. Rainbow Warriors now off to the races, wanting to slot in a clean hold. They find a release valve downfield, falls over on the reception. And a little bit of a static pause. Not sure what the call is. Hand signals not being utilised that much in this division, so we are struggling here in the commentary booth. Goes back field. High release. Woo! What a bullet from Fors there, straight into the hands of Viberg. An absolute 1-2, take this, cha, and what a catch. That's a hold.
I'm surprised Viberg got up and we're not rushing him to the hospital after catching that bullet. I could have put a hole in his bicep. That really was a full-strength throw, full-strength backhand from Angagod. And a really good job to hang on to that. Here it is
see
again.
It again in the replay. Just absolute.
It's forehand. Jeez.
So fast.
It was so fast, I didn't even see the release point.
Yeah, Viberg did well there. Kind of quick thinking, quick reaction speeds to be able to take to the ground to catch it. As we see about 4 minutes left on the clock. Steph, I'm getting a whiff of Universe Point here. I'd quite like to see that. I don't know whether it's the seaweed or the Universe Point, but something's smelling exciting. As we see Chicken Packs on offense, they are trailing by 1, but it's on serve. It's going to plan. This is how the game should be going based on who started on offense. Packs now over to Noonan, been really carrying this team down to Manning. Fakes the big flick, spins on the force. Wang distributes again. Is so good at these high release backhands. There's the big huck. Can they catch it? No, they can't. The little sand monster dragging at the heels, and the disc just pushed a little bit too far. I believe that's Wang down. Hopefully they're okay. I see the beautiful drone shot there. Potentially calling an injury. Sand up the nose.
Justifiable. Cao Wang really, you saw the legs picking up as much speed as possible and then just kind of gave in, kind of went down forehead first there. I was
gonna say, yeah, face heavy that was. Hopefully Wang is okay. See his teammates coming over to him just to check in.
Got about 2.5 minutes to go. before the whistle, before we reach our 45-minute soft cap. And of course, once we do reach that, we finish the point, add 1. Chicken fricasse, French chicken dish.
Fricassee. Is that, do you say fricassee? What is it?
Fricasse, and we see chicken cutlet is another one.
I'm enjoying this. I'm sad that we only noticed this halfway. We could have had some fun. But we're having lots of fun. Angergaard picking up the disc. We've mentioned that name quite a few times. Strutting his way to the front of the end zone. This is a pivotal moment for Rainbow Warriors. They're going to want to be getting this in the end zone. Pax doing a good defensive job, just really stopping the flow. A bit of an overthrow, but someone's there to back it up for Rainbow Warriors. Downfield. All alone, no force. Big IO, flick, break. Ensmeyer, big D. Attempt, but not enough. Eriksson with the disc. Downfield to Angergaard. Going to be wanting something deep, I'm sure. There it is. I called it. Is it a goal? Is it a break? Who's going up? Pax, 77 shirt of Stewart there, just shut down.
Yeah, Joe Stewart said no. He got in front, stayed in front. And good thing for, well, for Chicken Packs and maybe for the viewers back at home, because it puts us one step closer to a potential universe point.
Yeah, about 1 minute left on the clock, 62 seconds to be exact. Disc goes down to the floor. Again, they're really threatening these Hucks, which is making the defense have to work so hard. A wonderful gainer into the hands now of Kurt Singer. She distributes. It's Tiki-Taka. Noonan, another Noonan, the 0-0. Noonan and Noonan. Offhand, backhand, and goes for the swipey layout, does Stewart. But it doesn't get it.
Looking for the trailing edge there.
Yeah, Rainbow Warriors now. Angergaard. Viberg. Angergaard goes down the line, does a 7-cut. Beautiful 7-cut. You can tell they play indoors. Down the line. Bounce back immediately. Angergaard really driving this offense. There's a flick throw. Is it a goal? It's a goal, and I believe that's a break. 10-8 in this final couple of seconds of this game, Steph.
So it is important that that goal was caught, and before being right now the whistle has gone. We're gonna play this next point and then add 1. So we will be playing to either 12 or 11, depending on who scores this. Surely Chicken Packs are hoping it's a game to 11. They're gonna want to score this one and then only need 2 breaks to follow it up, rather than get scored on and, you know, need 3 breaks with immediacy.
Absolutely.
But great late game momentum take for Rainbow Warriors.
Absolutely fantastic game with a little seaweed interlude in the middle. I'm just currently looking over to my right where the seaweed is. That's an impressive sight. For those at home, there's a big digger just like tipping loads of seaweed onto the pile. Ever so distracted as we see the drone shot from Billy there. What a huge pile of seaweed.
It's outrageous.
It's the simple things in life that keep us entertained, and who knew seaweed could be so entertaining?
Not me, but I'm enthralled by it.
You sound it. Pax now, fantastic pull from Rainbow Warriors. It lands in but rolls out, which gives Pax a little bit of a buffer. They can take it from that front line. I'm expecting to see a bit of a set play here. From the looks of things, it looks like there's the isolation. I thought there would be something like that. There's the IO, beautifully weighted. Downfield, Cashin is just free there. Backfield, beautiful break throw around the mark. Pax working really hard here. That's a great find in the middle, opens up a lot of space. Isle there, fakes to where she wants someone in the end zone, but there's no one there. Backhand around, and that is a goal. That is cash in with the goal, distributed by D'Offrio.
Yeah, Great break throwing throughout that point. D'Onofrio with the finishing touches on that one. 21 years playing experience leads to this. Break throw coming up for the goal. Nice around high take by Cashin. Sporting hero Ricky Henderson, one of my favorite five-tool baseball players, all-time leader in stolen bases, but also loves to watch and play some of the new modern American ultimate players. Jay Frood, who we saw last week here in the final, playing for Humiliswag, and of course Rowan McDonald and Chris Kocher, two members of USA Open back in the Gold Coast, and they're like, we just can't get enough looks at this. And this has really been slowly piling up all week, and then this week they brought up the heavy machinery and just said, okay, we're dealing with this problem, and wow, you see it. It's crazy today. Yeah,
we can do maybe a bit of a comparison on the finals day on Saturday, but these two teams are going to be hoping to be in the final. It's 10-9, game 2, 11, and Rainbow Warriors have the disc to take the win. Pac's going to be hoping for some access denied defense here. Angagard with the disc distributes. There's the deep throw, and it's caught.
What a catch.
Wiberg having a little conversation with the defender to say, hey, a little bit too much contact potentially. It's uncontested. I believe that's what that signal means. Hands out in a fist.
Perhaps.
Old rule sets, old rule hand signals. Wiberg throws the disc, there's the goal, and that is Rainbow Warriors with the win against Chicken Packs. Not necessarily what I thought was going to happen. If you had asked me at the beginning, I would have said that Chicken Packs would have taken that win, but kudos to Rainbow Warriors. What a way to do it.
Big round there. I mean, Sunset Crew and Rainbow Warriors with two American teams in their group both get the wins in the last round. Right here, of course, on ULTI.TV. You see Rainbow Warriors doing it. And as mentioned, this is a team that went deep. They're in this division and this tournament always. And they're here to play for the top spot. And they proved their worthiness beating this team. This is Chicken Packs. It's not Rundown, but it is a very similar rendition to what Rundown's roster looked like last year. It's always the most exciting, this age category and juniors, because juniors, there's so much that push out of the division and move upwards or develop so much more in their youth. The Great Grandmasters, well, how many of them are still going to be able to play the next year? How well do they recruit to these young 48-year-olds and get new people in? So they have these programs that do it, but there is so much deviation from year to year to year.
Yeah, absolutely. But fantastic to see them out here all the same. That ends this pool game, though, with Rainbow Warriors taking the win against Chicken Packs. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream here at the World Great Grand Masters Beach Ultimate Club Championships. I've been Amelia Durbin for Stefan Rapazzo. We'll be right back with you at 5 o'clock for final pool game of the day, and we'll see you very soon.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, ultimate.
ULTI.TV.